Sha'Carri Richardson drops earnest update to track, and field community posts Tokyo World Championships gold. Sha'Carri Richardson is on cloud nine at the moment. Competing at the Worlds, she received the baton with Jamaica just 0.01 seconds ahead. And while the fans thought that Jamaica might just power through, Richardson powered down the final stretch to secure the women's 4x100-meter relay gold for the United States at the World Athletics Championships on September 21st. The margin was razor-thin, only 0.04 seconds, yet it was enough for Team USA to bask in golden glory. And the final moments of the race served as redemption for Richardson, who anchored a team of Jefferson Wooden, Tawana Sha'Carri, and Kayla White to 41.75. This way, they not only held off Jamaica, but also outlasted Germany's bronze effort of 41.87. Hours later, the American sprinter made clear that this victory would not stand alone. Taking to her X account, she told her followers, "Remember the name Sha'Carri Richardson." Surely, this was a bold statement, but there was more to come. Reposting the quote, the Olympian further stated, "And there's more to come, baby girl." Now, this was quite a statement, and her fans would surely be elated with the same. That's because her season has been anything but straightforward. She opened at the Golden Grand Prix in Tokyo on May 18th. Sadly enough, Richardson could only manage a fourth-place finish in 11.47 seconds. February brought an undisclosed injury. July, a controversial situation at Seattle-Tacoma International Airport, AT the U.S. Championships in August. She withdrew from the 100M semifinals despite an 11.07 in the opening rounds, then missed the 200-meter final by 0.01 seconds. A week later, she managed sixth at the Silesia Diamond League in 11.05, overshadowed by Jefferson Wooden's 10.66. However, Richardson's slow resurgence began to take shape in Brussels. Drawn in lane 6 on September 6th, Richardson ran with composure, finishing second in 11.08 behind Jefferson Wooden's 10.76. It was her first podium since Zurich the previous September, and the relief showed as she pointed skyward after the race. Meanwhile, the U.S. sprinter has now revealed some secrets that help her attain the golden glory. Sha'Carri Richardson reveals real secret behind Team USA's relay glory. Asked about her training environment, Richardson did not hesitate to point toward the influence of Dennis Mitchell at Star Athletics. "I would say his coaching style is something that all of us have never experienced before," she remarked, explaining that his guidance extended not just as a coach, but as a person. "He teaches us as people, he teaches us as athletes, and he takes care of everything that you wouldn't even think you need as an athlete." Richardson described Mitchell's methods as detailed and demanding. She underscored that his preparation was not conventional, noting, "So, I give the utmost respect to Green Machine, to our coach Sherry, and they're always creative. They come up with things that other coaches I know for sure, will never think of." Richardson concluded her statement with a clear recognition of the program's reputation. "They're amazing coaches, and they're going to always set the bar high," Richardson stated. She was sure that anyone who joined their group would leave superior, and she was not talking without any concrete proof. The Olympian cited her own world title and Melissa Jefferson Wooden's 10.61 second performance as justification for Mitchell's greatness. Surely, with things looking rosy, it now remains to be seen how things pan out for her in the future. The track lay stretched out under Tokyo's lights, an expanse of numbered lanes and timing gates. But for Sha'Carri Richardson, it was more than that. It was a proving ground. Each step carried the weight of expectation, of comeback, of redemption. When the baton passed into her hands, it was not simply a tool for continuity in the race, but a symbol of all she'd endured this season. The injury whispers, the false starts of hope, the near misses. Jamaica edged ahead just hundreds of seconds. The crowd held its breath, and then Sha'Carri surged. Her stride hammered down the final stretch. 41.75 seconds. Goal for America. Germany trailed behind. Jamaica just barely behind. But the story was hers. In full. An earnest update. Later, Sha'Carri took to her platform on X, saying, "Remember the name Sha'Carri Richardson, and with something electric in her tone added, and there's more to come, baby girl. Essentially sports. That line carries more than promise. It's a reckoning with herself. A message not just to fans, but to history. To every setback she's met this year. The undisclosed injury, the times when fourth place felt like falling short, the withdrawal at the U.S. Championships, that agonizing 0.01 second loss to even make the 200-meter final. Essentially sports. She's not just reminding the world of her presence. She's declaring that what she's building is unfinished, that this gold is not a stopping point, but a milestone, that in the dust of her difficulties she's harvesting something stronger than speed, resolve, the anatomy of comeback. We watch athletes often as if their medals are the whole story. But here, the story is in the cracks, the fatigue, the doubt. 2025 has not been Sha'Carri's golden year by standard measures. She opened in Tokyo with a fourth place in the Golden Grand Prix. She had to withdraw. She lost by a hair's breadth. She hovered outside the limelight. Essentially sports. But there was a slow reclamation, podiums, better times, a recognition that the rhythm she needed was returning. And then that relay leg, the moment her body, mind, team, preparation all converge in speed so precise, in motion so clear, that remember the name became not just bravado, but truth. She credits a training environment that supports more than just sprint mechanics, a style of coaching that treats the athlete as whole, person, psyche, body. That in itself is a secret behind the gold. Essentially sports. Beyond the glory. Her words, "There's more to come, baby girl," are a glimmer into what's next. It's an acknowledgement that what's built in pain can be stronger. That momentum, once regained, can carry far further than the race itself. The track and field community hears this. Yes, there are competitors, there are rivals, there are records to chase. But there's also the human arc. Injury, recovery, doubt, determination, victory, and beyond. Sha'Carri's message invites us all into that arc. To watch not just her feet against the clock, but her spirit against the odds. Echoes for the future. What does this mean going forward? It means she's aiming to reclaim her dominance in the 100M and 200M again, not just in relays. It means she's building something sustainable, trust in training, resilience in setbacks. And it means the narrative around her is shifting, from comeback to continuing rise. The name she asks us to remember is more than branding. It's a statement of self-respect, a promise to the fans, a challenge to competitors. She's not done. The gold is proof, yes, but it's also prelude. In the end, Sha'Carri Richardson's update is more than a thank you. It's a declaration. I've been tested. I've fallen short. But I found something in the process. Grit, growth, great promise. Let this goal be a marker, not a rival, but awakening.